Hey guys, it's me Zellen. I'm sorry it's been so long since I did a video, and sorry, I got a stupid pop-up. There we go. Okay, there we go. I'm sorry it's been so long since I've done a video, and yes, I know, shitty webcam video, but this is all I can really do right now. Things here have been crazy. Absolutely crazy. Um, so this video is going to be sort of an update, let you know what's been going on, and I'm going to do a bit of a book review as well. So it's going to be a bit of a long one. Hang in there, please. Please. So anyway, let's see here. Over the last couple weeks, it's just been really busy since I basically did my my last big video, the video response. I do count, but I don't count. I haven't told you guys what's going on since then. So anyway, but yeah, it's been really busy with wedding planning and figuring out all the wedding stuff. If you guys want me to start doing videos where I tell you how the wedding planning is going, that would be, just let me know and I'll do it, no problem. But I don't know how much of it you want to hear, so but yeah, things have just been kind of crazy, after I announced, or we told my son that my fiance and I are getting married. There was like 3 weeks of him peeing himself all the time, because of the stress of it, and it wound up actually with him having to go, with us having to take him to the doctor, and him having to get blood work done for fear that he might have diabetes. And then magically the next day he stopped peeing himself. So yeah. Just a little bit of psychological upset in the house, with regards to that. And I'm sorry if you guys hear any thumping. He's playing Connectimals downstairs, and so yeah, that's what that is. If you hear any small child screaming or thumping from below, that's what that is. So yeah, other than that, let's see here. I completely missed Ostara. Missed it. And Beltane, I set up to do ritual, and it didn't happen. Plain and simple, it just didn't happen. Too many things were going on. I think I was working that day as well, and it just didn't happen. But that's the way of things. You do it when you can, right? But I did want to do a bit of a book review with some of the books that I just finished reading. Now, in my last book review, I was telling you guys that I was starting to read Wiccan Warrior by Kirk Cullen. And this here is the follow-up book, which I don't know if you can see that. It's really dark. It's Full Contact Magic. There we go. I hope you can read that. By Kirk Cullen. And again, he is a Vancouver author and a retired member of the Vancouver Police Force. This book is so awesome. I wish I had gotten this years ago, and a girlfriend of mine actually gave it to me for Christmas this year. This philosophy of Wicca that he's explaining is all about self-empowerment and trusting yourself and stuff like that. And it's really like a lot of self-confidence boosting stuff, and taking action. And what's really cool is actually throughout the whole thing he goes through, I know in like Scott Cunningham's books he talks about the 13 Wiccan, there's 13 principles of a witch is what he talks about, or Wiccan principles. And in here he actually talks about the 13 warrior precepts. And so of course each one goes through, and for example, the 4th warrior precept is develop a sense of right action, and then he talks about it. His books are very well cited. This book is actually set up in 5, there's an introduction, and then it's set up into 5 smaller books. Each book relates to a section of the Witch's Pyramid, and an element, including spirit. And he also covers all sorts of things. The glossary on this thing is huge. But at the end of every chapter, which I'll just find one that's a good example here. But yeah, at the end of every chapter, there's a little thing like this, which I don't know how well you can read that. But this is the end notes. Every chapter has end notes, and it'll cite where all of his quotes are from. He uses a lot of quotes, and from all sorts of different people. Like, for example, here, this is the end notes for Book of Fire, and he's got Ralph Waldo Emerson, and Bruce Lee, and a couple of others. And he actually quotes Bruce Lee quite a bit in here, and he relates paganism to the martial arts, which is very cool, and talks about, like, the way that he talks about energy work is very much related to the martial arts and to Tai Chi and to chakras. There's a huge section on chakras in here, which honestly I never really understood how chakras work until I read his explanation, and now I'm going to go back and read the other stuff that I had on chakras, because it'll probably make more sense. So definitely a really good book. I suggest having a little notebook when you read this one and going through it. He actually tells you, like, okay, well, write this down in your Book of Shadows and stuff. And so I decided to follow through with that. And of course, this is just like a little book here. This is all, look at how many pages. That's all the stuff that I got from this one book to write down. And, you know, kind of starts you off and gives you a basic idea. And the nice thing also is he doesn't talk about gods and goddesses or any of that kind of stuff. He kind of leaves that open. And he also, like, you know, you're not going to find talks about different gods and goddesses. You're not going to find talks about ritual too much. I think there's a basic ritual in here. But you're not going to find, like, the, you know, 4 or 5 dozen spells. It's not going to be in here. Don't even bother looking for it in here. It's purely the sort of other side of that. So a really good book. I definitely suggest picking it up as a newbie. I would definitely though suggest reading Wiccan Warrior before you read this one. Just because it rounds everything out that's mentioned in Wiccan Warrior. And actually, if you're interested in meeting Kirka Cullen or S.J. Tucker, I just found out this morning that Kirka Cullen will be in the Vancouver, or be doing workshops at Vancouver Pagan Pride this year, which Vancouver Pagan Pride is going to be held at Hawthorne Park, and I don't remember the date. It's Hawthorne Park in Surrey, which is in the Guildford area, and I think it's going to be August, I want to say like August 10th or something. But check out the Vancouver Pagan Pride Day website, and I'll put a link underneath for that, and they'll have all the information for you. They're also on Facebook too. So if you're in the lower mainland or in Seattle or something like that, please feel free to come up. It is open to the public, so everybody can just come by and have a look. And I know S.J. Tucker and, oh, what's her name? One of the other girls that she does stuff with is going to be performing there for sure. And I know that Kirka Cullen's going to be there, and I'm pretty sure, I would bet money, it's not confirmed, but I would bet money that Mojo and Sparrow from the Wiggling Way will probably be there. But I can't be held accountable if they're not. I'm personally going to try to go, so if you guys want to say hi to me, I'll try. We'll see. Unless something horribly comes up. I never guarantee anything. But anyway, the other 2 books that I've just been reading, and I am not quite done this yet, but I've the second one yet, but it's because I'm reviewing it because I'm at the point where she starts talking about spells, and, you know, that's when you know you've done most of the information. And yes, I'm lying on my bed, so is Everyday Moon Magic by Dorothy Morrison and Everyday Sun Magic by Dorothy Morrison. I decided to pick these up after watching the review by Wicca, and I do have to say, you should go check out his review. It is totally spot on. Oh, come on. My computer is betraying me. There we go. Oh, come on. There. Sorry. The screensaver tried to come up. Anyway, go check out the video by, or go check out Wicca Gem's most recent book review video. He talks about these too. They are really awesome. I was really impressed. The only thing with the moon magic ones, it talks about your astrological signs in the moon, and her sort of reaction is, oh, well, just go get your chart done and you'll figure it out. And it's like, oh, okay, thanks for all the information, but thanks for not helping me find it. But, you know, whatever. Otherwise, really good, very interesting, very nice. This was super cool, just because, you know, most people in Wicca and paganism focus so much on the moon and focus so much on the goddess that this one is all about the sun, it's all about the god, and just really cool. And what's really neat, that I really like, after all the spells and stuff, which, meh, on the spells, but, you know, you never have too many spells to use as reference, is, there's a whole little section back here, celebrity drink recipes. Yes, there's alcohol recipes in here. Well, not all of them are alcohol, but, you know. Bahama Mamas and Golden Dream and Frozen Sunrise Margarita and all that. That's cool. You know, I can always use an extra drink recipe. So yeah, that's my big book reviews. I've got some more that I'm going to be reading. Still got a huge pile next to the bed. And I will be also doing a review of all those eventually, when I get to them. Slowly. I keep finding I buy books, and that's before I've read all the books in the pile. So I think I should read the books in the pile before I buy more books. Especially because I'm running out of space in my witchy cabinet. Yeah, that's a basic update. If you guys have any requests with regards to videos that you'd like to see me do, subjects you'd like to see me talk about, please send me a PM or send me a comment. I love receiving comments or PMs from you guys, so don't be afraid. And yeah, especially if you guys want to see with regards to everything with the wedding, because it's going to be interesting trying to amalgamate a pagan wedding with Anglicans and atheists, and it's going to be fun. It's going to be a headache. Anyway, please feel free to send me a comment. Oh, and I do have a little thing that I just wanted to ask. Has anybody had a hand fasting? And do you suggest any good books for that? Is there any books out there that you really enjoy the rituals are on, or have performed a hand fasting, or anything like that, and can give me some ideas for my wedding? But anyway, this is a super long video, 13.5 minutes, sorry, 14 minutes, oh my goodness. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. Thanks, and blessed. Bye.